I don't understand why these parents take on their children when they choose to marry their own the person of their own choice. Why the daughter or son, they have to choose one of between them two, either the parents or the partner. Like, why do they have to choose? Why do they have to make that choice? Because first of all, parents' love should be unconditional because they are your children. They didn't choose to be born. You brought them in this life. So, yeah. And then when you put that condition, it looks like you love them. You're telling them that you love them if you do this or if you don't do that, according to how they want. I think when they choose a partner, the parents don't agree with that. Especially in love marriage, when the parents don't agree with them, whether it could be so many reasons, they think it's not suitable for them and whatever. I think the parents still need to show that that child still got parents. That child still have their parents. They are still there for them, regardless the choices that they are making, which in the future that partner may cheat on them, betray them, and then parents will be like, oh, I told you not to marry, I told you. I think this is not the right way to teach children or your child or your that, because it separates them. Because if something goes wrong, they don't have anyone to turn to, and that results them unaliving themselves, because when that partner cheats and everything, they think, okay, my parents were right, I shouldn't have done that. But it's not about who's winning and who's losing. It's not about who's right or wrong. It's your child making the decision on their own, whether they're gonna have consequences in the future. But you need to support them. You need to stay with them regardless what's gonna happen in the future, regardless that their decision is gonna turn out to be bad, that the parents were right about them not choosing the person. I don't know how to explain this. They're your children and you're their parents. They're not your parents. You're their parents. And let me explain this, because this is where it doesn't get confusing anymore. Because what happens is, in arranged marriages, when things don't go right, it was parents' decision, right? It was parents' decision to, choose for their child. And when that marriage goes wrong, why are parents not to be blamed for? But in love marriages, when parents don't support, why children are to be blamed? Do you understand what I'm saying? Do you understand where it's going? So that only explains that you want control over them. You don't love them, because if you love them, you would have stood by them, whatever decision, because they are making their decision. Whatever consequences they're going to get, it's their own choices. But as a parent, you should stand by their side. You can tell them this is wrong. And this is obviously, it's not applying to other, matters. I'm only saying regarding marriages, Obviously, you can't predict what's going to happen in the future, neither in love marriage or arranged marriage. But what I have understood is that why children are not disowning parents when arranged marriages go wrong, but parents are disowning their children when they want to choose their partner against them. And also, it doesn't have to be this way that children have to choose. Like, children have already chosen parents by birth, it's already given to them. So why there's a competition? Like, why they have to choose? Why are you putting them in a place they have to choose? Do parents have kind of trauma and love problems? That's why they're trying to gain that from their children. They're trying to steal their freedom. Yeah, I don't know. So that's my understanding. Like, children can do that when the arranged marriages go wrong, because you've chosen for them. So, and I don't see that Like, I don't see that when things happen like that. Like, children don't go and be like, it's your fault and everything, because obviously you chose for them, right? But when love marriages happen, why are children to be blamed for? Why are you trying to prove you're right? So the same thing can be applied in arranged marriage. We can try to be the ones right. So I don't understand. I really don't. Why, when it's their choice, it doesn't have any condition and things go wrong, things can fall apart, and it does. But when it's regarding love marriage, I think it's not about love marriage. It's about the control. It's about the thing that I have chosen for you. We wanted to choose for you. We wanted to be the ones, the right. We wanted to make that decision for you. But the fact that you decided without us, you went against. But there shouldn't be a question like that in the first place, because it's their life. They're going to choose themselves. You don't have any right to choose over another person, even if it's your child. You can tell them what's good, but if they choose something different from you, from what you want them to choose, that shouldn't become the problem. And I think love shouldn't depend on condition. You're gonna support them and all that if they go according to you, but then you're gonna disown them. Or so I think it's kind of egoistic thing. It's more like an ego thing of parents wanting children. Like, you can want the best for them and everything, but as a parent, you need to stick by their decision, and you need to show them true love, that regardless what happens, we still be there, because that child is yours. And if they made a decision different than what you wanted them to, that shouldn't change your love. As a parent, that shouldn't change your love. You're not teaching them true love. You're teaching them love with condition.